Namaskara Machas. We're almost at the end of the Paris 2024 Olympics. As I'm recording this, India has just won a bronze medal in hockey, and Neeraj Chopra has a pretty good chance of winning gold tonight. This Olympics has been filled with stories, starting from the opening ceremony controversy to the fastest knockout in boxing history to the biggest loss in 3x3 basketball. Man, the Netherlands trashed the USA 21-6. Gets you wondering, right? How is that even possible? A team that is so good at 5 on 5 basketball that anything less than a gold medal is a disappointment. How could they lose so badly? Now, for one thing, one guy was injured. They sent a completely different team. But it gets you thinking, right? Why? If India can send Manu for three shooting events, why can't the USA send LeBron, KD, and Steph for two basketball events? Well, the answer lies in how 3x3 works. And this answer might also be an answer to another important question. When will India win an Olympic medal in basketball? Heck, when will India even make it to the Olympics in basketball? Now, yeah, 5 on 5 is a long shot, but 3 on 3, if they do things properly, they can make it to the 2028 LA Olympics. Call me crazy, but I looked into how 3x3 Olympic qualification works, and now I have a mind blowing theory. Now, there are two big problems with Indian basketball. First is genetics, second is politics. There are many more also, but these are two main problems which 3x3 can somewhat help fix. India has usually struggled at basketball because, on average, Indians are shorter, therefore lighter in weight, and that's why they tend to get bodied by players from different countries who are bigger. I mean, Macha, I think we all know that height and strength gives you big advantages in basketball. But 3x3 is a little different. I mean, height and strength still matters, but this version of the game is less about being taller and stronger and more about being sharper. What does sharper mean? Sharper in terms of quick thinking and sharper in terms of skills. You see, 3 on 3 is just 10 minutes, only 12-second shot clock. So you have to think very fast. You have to pass the ball quickly, look for your teammates quickly, and execute your skills quickly. The other thing is in 3 on 3, an outside shot is 2 points, an inside shot is 1 point. So you need to make two inside shots to equal one outside shot. But in 5 on 5, an outside shot is 3 points, an inside shot is 2 points. So you make two inside shots, you get one more point than an outside shot. So you see why sharp shooting from the 3 has so much more of an impact in 3 on 3. And with three pointers being that much more important, height at the same time is that much less important. Because that doesn't matter as much on the 3 as it matters on the inside. Same thing goes for strength. 3x3 also needs a lot of quick thinking and improvisation, or as we like to call it in India, jugaad. Combine just a 10-minute game with a 12-second shot clock, and you're not even allowed to have a coach on the court. You have to think quickly and improvise on your own. I think this is something Indians tend to be naturally good at. You see how much jugaad Indians do in their everyday life, or even if you look at how some of the hockey players or cricketers in India play. And then there is speed. Both 5 on 5 and 3 on 3 need you to be fast, but fast in different ways. 5 on 5, speed is about running up and down the court. But in 3 on 3, you can't even get to your full speed. What matters more is agility. How fast you can go to the 3 point line and come back, how fast you can change directions, stop, start. And you know the fun part? Shorter people are usually better at agility. Whereas I think speed, it doesn't really matter your height. So to sum it up, in 5 on 5, height, strength, speed matter a lot more. In 3 on 3, skills, agility, and jugaad matter a lot more. I guess you can see why India has a genetic disadvantage in one and a genetic advantage in the other. If you can even call it an advantage, I guess. But at least we don't have such a massive disadvantage genetically. Now let's come to the second problem, politics.
In 5 on 5,
You have 12 players on a team, out of which 5 players are on the court at any given point. So a lot of players don't get to play itself. This is made even worse when coaches play favorites, which is super common in India, especially at the lower levels. In 3 on 3, on the other hand, you have 4 players, 3 of whom are on the court. Of course, everyone is going to get a chance to play. So, on one hand, this will help every player develop, and on the other hand, coaches just can't play favorites. Heck, coaches aren't even allowed in 3 on 3. It's all up to the players choosing who gets to play, who doesn't. In 5 on 5, basically BFI gets to choose whoever they want on the team. 3x3 is not like that. No, no, no. First of all, you should have played at least 2 FIBA recognized events in the past 12 months. Now, what are FIBA recognized events? There are two types. One is the national team competitions, Olympics, World Cup, Asia Cup, all that. And the other is pro circuits, with like independently organized 3 on 3 tournaments like the 3BL or the Elite Pro 3x3 League, INBL, all these which we used to have but don't have anymore. So when you play these 3 on 3s, you get ranking points and you're ranked based on that. You have a world rank, category rank, country rank, all that. Now here's the fun part. BFI can't just choose anybody they want to send to these games. On top of playing at least 2 FIBA recognized events, they need to choose 2 from the top 10 ranked players and the other 2 from the top 50 ranked players. So this makes sure there is transparency in the selection process, something which 5 on 5 seriously lacks. And when there's no transparency, there's more chance for corruption. And if you're selecting 2 from the top 10, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're selecting pretty damn good players. Good players at the 3 on 3 format, which are different from good 5 on 5 players, by the way. Now we have selected the India team. How does the team qualify for the Olympics? The first way to qualify is by hosting it. The other is the winner of the previous World Cup. Then you have the winner of the zone cups, they call it Asia Cup, Africa Cup, America Cup, like that stuff. Then you have teams who qualify based on national federation ranking. And then you have the Olympic qualifiers. Now, what is National Federation ranking? You see, they take the top 25 players in the country, add up their ranking points, and then rank based on that 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at this entire qualification process, I guess you have an idea why I'm saying India can make it to the 2028 Olympics in 3x3 basketball, just 4 years from now. The Indian under 18 boys team made the World Cup. So, the Olympics is not too far from that. It also explains why the USA got thrashed 21-6. They can't send players like LeBron, Steph, KD because those guys don't play 3x3 at all. I mean, they're in the NBA, they have enough games to play as such, and they can't be traveling the world playing 3 on 3. Not just NBA players, but this goes to most pro 5 on 5 players. You know what this means? There's less competition for India to play through to reach the top. The 2028 Olympics is quite a realistic goal. If we have a pro 3x3 league, play a lot of games so that a lot of players get ranking points and therefore the Indian ranking also goes up, then the winner of these tournaments should be sent to play international ones like Challengers, World Tour Masters, because these give you the maximum ranking points. You see, ranking points are based on, of course, what level of tournament you play at, where you stand in that tournament, basically how close you were to winning, and it depends on how many points you scored. So, a great way to get more points is to play more, especially international tournaments. So, what do you think, Machas? Am I being a little extra saying we can qualify for the 2028 LA Olympics in 3 on 3 basketball? Comment below. I don't think it's that far fetched if we do things properly. And subscribe because here we break down basketball skills and once in a while talk about Indian basketball like this.